Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kenmore Live Studio. How are we all doing this evening? Yes! Feel that energy. And how are you guys doing at home? I want to welcome everybody tonight. My name is Carrie Karsh. I am the executive chef and the host here. And I like to have fun and bring in a lot of my friends that cook and design and know how to do all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So if you're watching at home, you could be on livestream.com/Kenmore Live Studio. Or if you want to see our current events coming up, go to facebook.com/Kenmore Live Studio. So I think we're going to have a little bit of fun with lights, Festival of Lights and One Delicious Night. Are you excited to have some really good food tonight? Yes? Wunderbar. All right, so I would like to bring out the man of the hour, a very good friend of mine, Chef David Blonsky. Please come on out here and say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Well, hello.
How are you?
Good to see you. This is a very close friend of mine. We used to work together.
We did.
And I love bringing him in here because you've got so much energy and you do such an amazing job every time, and you have fun.
Thanks so much. Yes.
I know. I'll take my money later after the show, okay?
Perfect.
All
There you
right.
go.
Well, welcome again. And tonight you're making some special treats for our audience that you kind of might have grown up with, correct?
Exactly. We're doing a nice some Jewish cooking this evening.
Jewish cooking, okay.
And a nice little kind of array of different styles of Jewish cuisine.
All right. And is this something that you grew up with traditionally, or did
Grew
you
up-
kind of...
Yeah, I grew up with this, especially my grandmother, Grandma Winnie. She was the one who kind of cooked all the meals with the brisket, with the homemade gefilte fish,
Nice.
the latkes. So I kind of learned this from her and trying to keep the traditions going.
Now, could you ever make it as good as Grandma Winnie did?
I'm not going to say I can, but there's different techniques you use when
altered
you
hers.
learn how the proper way of cooking stuff. It's a little different, but from the pots and the pans that they have, everything makes a difference. Everything's seasoned, so you can really tell there's a lot of love that goes into what they did for all these years.
Well, good. So we are excited to get going on this.
Yes.
And what are we cooking first tonight, Chef?
We're going to start off with our potato latkes with a smoked applesauce and some homemade creme fraiche.
Okay, I'm gonna get on this side
Got
of
it.
you so you can have full range of all
Beautiful.
your ingredients here. So, what's the first step in what
All
we're
right,
doing
the
tonight?
first step what we're going to do, and actually this needs to be done the night before we get into the whole process, but
Okay.
I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration on how to do it. We're going to make our homemade creme fraiche,
Oh.
okay? So we start with our pan, all right? We're going to turn the heat up with this wonderful induction burner that we're using.
While you're heating that induction
Yes.
burner up, I'm going to introduce the beautiful lady who's sitting on top of our blueberry washer and dryer, Miss Allison Mitchell. How are you doing tonight, Allison?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. You look beautiful beneath that veil up there.
Oh, thank
You look so holiday spirited. So tell everybody what you do here.
Well, for everyone that couldn't make it into the studio tonight, they are watching from home and typing in and asking questions. And I actually have a question right here for you, Chef Blonsky.
Yes.
Someone is asking, what exactly classifies a food as kosher?
Kosher, well, there's many specifications, but the key aspect to making food kosher is, number one, you're not cooking with pork or shellfish. And number two, you're not combining meat and dairy together. That kind of signifies the non-proper way of cooking kosher food.
Right?
And is it true that priests do have to go around and make sure that they bless a lot of the food?
A rabbi?
A rabbi.
Yes.
Not Jewish.
To classify kosher food, especially if you're buying it in the stores, the facility which processes the food is designated as a kosher facility. They always have a rabbi on hand to ensure, number one, the cleanliness is the key aspect of kosher cooking, and that there's no cross-contamination of non-kosher products being processed in that facility.
Wonderful. All right, so you are making homemade creme fraiche.
Yes, very, very easy. All right, so we have some heavy cream in here. All right, we're just going to heat this up. We want to hit 105 degrees, so we are getting very, very close, okay? So once this hits 105 degrees, okay, we are going to add the cream into a bowl. This is about as easy, and everyone going, oh my God, how do you make creme fraiche, and what is creme fraiche?
Can you tell the difference between sour cream and creme fraiche? What is it?
I can tell a difference. A lot of people can tell a difference, but creme fraiche has a lot more of a lemony, acidic flavor to it, which kind of makes it unique. Creme fraiche comes from, it's a French-style sour cream, so to speak. So we take our heavy cream. All right, we're going to add some buttermilk. All right, that is approximately 2 tablespoons. And then we're going to add the juice of 1 lemon. Okay, and what the acid from the lemon is going to do is that is going to actually, we are smoking.
Yeah, we're
All right.
smoking. It is working.
It is working.
Yay,
Perfect.
Success.
So as you can see right away, just by adding that lemon juice to this mixture, it is thickening up. So from this stage, I'm just gonna dump this down here.
Okay.
You want to take a kitchen towel or a kitchen rag or plastic. And what we're gonna do is we like to put this in a warm area. So I like to put it up on top of a stove, and you'll cover it with a towel. And we're gonna let that sit overnight. And every 8 hours, you wanna go in and you wanna give it a stir. All right, in about 24 to 36 hours, it'll become thickened and in the consistency of creme fraiche, okay?
Perfect.
So next up, we're gonna make our homemade applesauce, which is a smoked applesauce.
I've never heard of smoked applesauce.
Smoked
Did you
applesauce.
come up with this on your own, or is this something that...
Yeah, you know, at the restaurant I work at, we do a lot of smoking, and I wanted to kind of incorporate a smoke element into applesauce. So what I did is we're gonna smoke some apples.
And you smoked some drinks even over at your restaurant
We have
before.
smoked some drinks. Yeah, what we actually do is we're smoking ice. So we're taking ice cubes, put in the smoker with whatever flavor smoke you want to use, and then we're going to incorporate that. And once you smoke, the ice drips into another pan, and then you will filter that into your ice cube holders, freeze it, and you have smoked ice. So we've done smoked Manhattans, some smoked martini drinks. Very,
That's
very
a pretty
cool.
cool party drink. If
I
people
think
wanted
it's
to do
very
it at
cool.
home.
It's very unique and definitely different. And you can do it. It's slightly difficult with this type of apparatus, but if you do have a grill that you can smoke with, best way to do it.
Cool.
Okay, so what we do is we're going to take some apples. I have some apples quartered already, all right? And we didn't think this was going to smoke, but guess what?
Oh my gosh! Look how that
Automatically it smokes. So
worked.
what
Do you
you
smell
want?
that in here? Do you smell that good
So
smoke?
that's some wonderful hickory wood chips that we're using, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to add the apples in there, all right? Put the lid on top. You already saw the smoke happen. So what we're doing is you're going to put this on about medium-low and allow the wood chips to start smoking. You're going to get all this cool flavors, incorporate in the apples. The natural sugars, which we see here, are going to extract from the apples.
Okay.
And that's where we're at from here. So,
And how long does that usually take?
I smoke about a half hour. You don't want to go too much or else it's going to get a little too smoky.
Okay.
Okay. But so what we did is we have the apples smoked. So from here, you want to put these into the pan. So I'll just use
Gosh,
my
that
pan.
smells great.
Really quick. Yeah, wood, you know, people don't
Reminds me of
understand,
Texas.
but smoking really adds a very unique, kind of awesome flavor to things, and it really enhances, you know, certain elements of products. So
yeah.
this is what we've done. All right, so
What else have you smoked besides like apples? You smoke fishes over there?
we smoke fish, we smoke salmon, we do pork, we do brisket, we do chicken, we smoke beets for salad, we've smoked cheese. Pretty much anything you can think of, we've smoked.
We smoked the kitchen sink.
We've smoked the kitchen sink. So we turn this on. All right,
Okay.
we're gonna add a couple cinnamon sticks. Okay, we're gonna add some granulated sugar. All right, and then we're gonna take some water. I'm gonna do for this amount of apples, try about a half a cup of water. There we go. Okay, and from there, let's give this a quick stir, and I'm gonna kind of put this on the back burner and get this going. So we'll shoot that up.
I
Turn
like that
this
little
up.
slide control technology.
I actually
reduction.
love it. This is
Isn't that
very,
great?
very cool. I
It's
like
very-
this. I'm very
It's like
into
your
it.
smartphone. It's just,
Yes.
you know, at your fingertips right
Exactly.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
So the applesauce is going. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to have the apples and the cinnamon, the sugar, and the water. It's going to start boiling. Once the apples are pretty much mushy, okay, we're going to end up pureeing that. So we're going to set this aside, okay, and we're going to move on to the latkes. So
What is a latke? Could you explain?
latke is it's a potato pancake.
Potato-
In regular
delicious.
layman terms, it's a potato pancake. So what we've done, I've already shredded the the potatoes. Okay. And what you do is you're gonna put in cheesecloth. Now don't worry, they are gonna brown.
Okay.
That's just the natural starches and the oxidation happening.
Has no flavor change when it oxidizes.
No
like
flavor
that.
changes.
Okay.
All right, so you're squeezing out all the excess water. Okay. And from there, we're gonna take this. We're gonna add the potatoes into here. Again,
Okay.
don't worry about the color.
How many
I
potatoes
promise.
did you use down
I
there,
did
Chef?
2 potatoes for this. That'll yield you a good 12 portions of latke. So from here, I have some minced shallots. Okay, I'm gonna add the shallots to that. Okay, some white pepper.
Fresh ground, I'm assuming.
Fresh ground white pepper, always. I don't
He
love.
knows how to cook, you know.
I don't love the store-bought stuff because it's been sitting in a jar for I don't know how long.
True.
And you get the nice whole peppercorns. You just go to your local store. You grab a coffee grinder, grind away, and you have fresh pepper, and it's
World
such
of
a
difference, huh?
world of difference. All right. nice couple pinches of salt. All right, I'm gonna take probably about, for this much, probably about 2 tablespoons of matzo meal. Okay, again, you can get that at any local grocery store.
What if you didn't have that on hand? Is there anything?
If you don't have matzo meal, you could use some all-purpose flour. Okay. That would work well. I wouldn't use as much because it's gonna bind a lot harder than the matzo meal. All right, I have a couple eggs, so I'm just gonna whisk these up real quick. Okay, add this to our mixture here. All right, and then we're just gonna kind of incorporate this. I'm gonna get off the beeping. If the device doesn't, the device is not happy if you.
It is. It's just beeping away, but it's fine.
So I'm gonna actually get in here with my hands because that's what you got to do. When you're cooking, you got to get messy.
Yeah,
so,
hey, 2 best tools that you could ever use are your own 2 hands, right?
Exactly.
Do you guys like to cook at home? You love cooking? Good.
Okay.
We like to do that here.
So from this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring a pan of oil.
Okay.
Okay. And just grab a regular thermometer. All right. You'll stick the thermometer in the oil, and you want to get it to 350, 375.
Okay.
That's kind of perfect frying temperature. So we're getting close. We're about 330, 335. Right. So I'm just gonna turn this up a tad, just to get it going. Okay. And from here, since this is off, we can kind of demonstrate how to go from here. So let me grab a spoon.
Demonstrate away.
Demonstrating. All right, so you have your food processor. You're going to take your apples, okay? You're gonna add your apples into the food processor. Obviously, don't add the cinnamon sticks because it'll, number one, probably break your blades.
Would you normally do this for a longer amount of time? Or?
Oh yeah, I would cook this down till it's almost kind of like very smushy. Okay. So from there, add your apples to the mixer. Turn this on, and we're gonna let this go. Now, as it gets closer, you add the reserved juice. So we're just gonna add
lots of flavor in there, right?
A lot of flavor in there. All right, that's looking good.
That looks yummy.
Beautiful.
This is healthy too. This isn't too bad. There's not a lot.
I mean, I would say for the whole picture, it's a healthy dish. Yes, definitely. All right.
You guys smell in here?
You get a little bit of that smoke flavor. Hello, ladies. All right, and we're done. So just click that off, and I can give you that. Thank you. And we have thank you. And we have our applesauce, and that's it.
That's
very nice and easy. Yeah.
And
we'll just keep this here for when we're garnishing. All right. So getting back to the Lockies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get. You can either use a like an ice cream scoop, or I just use my hand. You want to form a nice little patty, not too thick. Okay. You just want to lay this in there.
Beautiful.
And it'll do the
perfect
rest.
Frying temperature.
Yes.
Putting that thermometer in there is everything, isn't it? Because people think that they know how to always get to the right temperature, and
it's very important. And if it's too low, all it's going to do is your product's just going to get saturated with oil, and the end product's just going to be kind of mushy. And I'm using vegetable oil. You could use vegetable oil or canola oil is what I would suggest. I don't suggest olive oil as there's too much flavor. And olive oil is really not the best oil to fry with, to be honest with you.
What about peanut oil? Is that going to give a off flavor?
Peanut oil, yes. Again, nowadays, there's so much allergy and so many restrictions with people that you really don't want to fiddle with peanut oil, just to be on the safe side. So we don't, at the restaurant, we use vegetable oil. It's just, it's just what I suggest it.
Absolutely.
A lot of people these days are getting allergic.
Everybody's got allergies these days.
Everybody has allergies, exactly.
While you're letting those fry up, why don't we see if Allison has any questions from our online viewers?
We do. Someone is asking you, Chef Blonsky.
Yes.
Did you always celebrate all 8 days of Hanukkah in your home, and were there gifts every night?
You know what? Growing up as a child till I was bar mitzvahed, and I became a man. We celebrated every night. I was privileged enough because my father's side was Jewish, my mother's side was Catholic, so I got the best of both worlds. But we did 8 nights.
So you grew up with a Christmas tree?
Yes, we grew up with a Christmas tree.
Did you?
Yeah, we had the little menorah, and then we had the Christmas tree.
Wonderful.
So it was very cool. And 8 wild, crazy nights. We definitely were working on getting as many gifts as possible. So there was
always a method behind your madness
exactly.
there. Plus Christmas gifts.
We were spoiled. I'm not gonna lie, but spoiled in a good way.
So we need to wrap this up
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So we're just gonna
off.
flip this over. Okay. And these are getting.
Ooh, those go pretty quick too, huh?
They're getting there. Yeah. I would let them go another 2 minutes on each
Okay.
side. This kind of turned off, so we're
Sure.
getting back on it. So I'll kind of turn up the temperature, but we'll get the gist of it. The key to after the Lakis is you're gonna pull it off, and you want a plate with paper towels just to absorb all the excess grease that comes with it.
Are you a take out of the fryer season kind of guy right away?
I take it out. I always like to put a nice little pinch of salt and pepper just to let the Lakis, for this instance, right out of the fire, the oil's still hot and all the flavors will get absorbed. So you add salt, you add pepper, you can add fresh herbs, and they will all get kind of adhere to the final product.
You look like you got some herbs on the table over there too, huh?
We do have some herbs. I have some fresh parsley and some fresh chives chopped. Okay, so they have fried long enough. All right, we're gonna strain these out.
They look beautiful, and that's a quick,
They're getting there.
easy dish.
Yes, you would like it to be a nice golden brown. This is we're very close, but
Now, Chef, while you're doing that,
Yes.
how do you get rid of your oil? A lot of people ask that question all the time. What do I do with all this leftover oil? Do I put it back?
Well,
Do I throw it
what
down
you
the sink?
can
How
do, I honestly suggest you can reuse the oil a couple times. Just from here, allow it to completely cool. Do not handle it because it's really hot and you can get a horrible burn. Once it's cool, you strain it in a strainer and put it in a container. You do not need to refrigerate or anything. Just put a lid on top, make sure it's sealed.
Keep it on the back of your stove.
Keep it on the back of your stove, exactly. All right,
These look
so
gorgeous.
they came out. Some salt, all right, a little bit of pepper, very good. All right, we're just gonna plate these up.
Gorgeous.
Obviously circles, rectangular kind of works well together. If I could give you this.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much. All right,
Am I doing your dishes later too?
all right, and then we have some creme fraiche, so you put a little dollop on each.
So wait, going back to the creme fraiche,
Yes.
did you let that, once you take it down from the
Once
oven?
it's overnight, 24, 36 hours, it's completely gotten to the right consistency that
Really?
you want. Awesome flavors, and it's like homemade sour cream.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
And then
So-
we're gonna finish it with that
Finish it
delicious
with a little
applesauce.
applesauce, okay,
Gorgeous.
and away we go. And then just garnish it with some nice fresh herbs,
Wow,
and
that looks amazing.
we have our
So
first dish.
easy.
Yes,
A little green to make it even more beautiful.
and voila.
And that is his potato Lakis with smoked applesauce.
Okay.
Let's give him a big round of
There you go.
applause. Good job.
All right.